see you guys. Mariah, George, Mike, Daniel, good day, good morning. Hola amigo, Chuy, ¿cómo estás usted? All right, check it out. Trying something new today. Hello, Hannah. I see everyone's comments in this cool little chat window that I have over here on the side. I'm seeing comments from YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, my personal page, and Facebook, my fan page. We are now simulcast. And I wanted to do a little test today, but I want to give you something also. I want to give you something to use, right? Most of the people on my Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere that we're live right now. Brian says personal page fire. Brian's bouncing around to the different pages to make sure we are simulcast. So please join Brian and I on Thursday nights at 7 for our new show, Digital Influence Live. All right. We're going to talk about helping people. We want to give you something to use, something that can benefit you just through talking. We'll have a number where you can call the show. And if you never want to miss, if you want to just never miss a live broadcast, right? We're dependent upon the algorithms of all these wonderful social media platforms. We're dependent upon them. So most of you all that are watching right now got a notification. Maybe someone has shared the post, whatever. But you got a notification. I see you, Jeff. What's up? Maybe you got a notification. Okay, well, it doesn't show it to a whole lot of people. I'm going to go look on my own Facebook right now. I got my phone over here. I'm going to go look on my own Facebook. So it doesn't show it to a whole lot of people whenever you go live. I'm going to help you with understanding how that works in the future on the show, Digital Influence. Mark's Art Therapy says YouTube notification work. Boom. Right, so we are now live on 5 platforms at one time. I'm excited. I'm geeking out. This is pretty cool. So if you want to see all of the shows with Brian and I, or anytime I go live after this, all you have to do is go to Facebook. This won't work on LinkedIn, Twitter, and all that right now. I'm not even sure how to work it on them. But if you go to my fan page at James Sweezy Live and click on the message button, you can type in hashtag, you have to put the hashtag and the word live, L-I-V-E. And LiveBot will respond and tell you that you have been subscribed to the channel. Ashley said, I got my notification. Awesome. It shows on my Facebook. Yeah, it's going to show on Facebook notifications. But if you want to get that, it might not show you sometimes. If you're heavily engaged with the page, it'll show you. I will teach all of you all how to do all of this for your own businesses. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. But if you want to see the show and you want to get a messenger notification with just a button that says, hey, we're live, and you hit the live button and it goes straight to the broadcast, go to my fan page at James Sweezy Live on Facebook and type in hashtag live. And it will, Butch says he got his too, 11 years clean, Michelle. No, you, Hope, I see you doing it in the comments. I'm working on that. I don't know if it's working right now or not, though. Let me know if your messenger went off and invited you to, if LiveBot, the bot for my page, if LiveBot said you are subscribed. I would love to get it where when you comment on my live, that the bot will go off and subscribe you. That way you never miss a live. There's Prince. Just jumped up on my lap. Say hello. Say hello. This is my buddy right here. It's my business partner. He's always here. He's we hang out while we run business here. What's up, Kevin Hatfield? So, what all platforms are you on? I'm on the Facebook, my personal page right now. I'm live on my fan page at James Sweezy Live, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, all right now, the same broadcast. So that's what we were after. It looks like, yeah, Jacqueline says I didn't get mine weird. I'm not using the bot to send them out yet. That will start Thursday. But I can only open the bot up. It gets so much traffic. You have to go to my my fan page and hit the message button and comment hashtag live right now, because I can only handle so much traffic with everything that I have going on. But the bot will subscribe you, and then when I go live, or Brian and I go live, you will get a messenger notification. So everybody's saying, yeah, you got live notifications. I see that, Jennifer. This is for messenger notifications, because sometimes Facebook's just not going to notify you. But I can handle that. I can send you a button straight through Messenger that will subscribe you. So let's talk about it today. Owning your greatness. That's something I struggle with. How many of you out there, the recovery, I have a lot of recovery community people, right? And there's this thing about we can't make money. You can't get overpaid or whatever. Let me tell you something. The amount that you get paid is what someone is willing to pay. That is it. Has nothing to do with what anybody in recovery or a fellowship or anything like that says. The amount that you're worth is what someone will pay. I have people right now paying me $250 for 1 hour of broadcast like this, or a 1 hour speech in person. Now, of course, that's not the group that the free group that I'm a member of. Of course, speaking those for free all the time. But as far as business goes, podcasting and things, what you're watching right now, I'm doing this for you, obviously for free. I mean, it's what we do. But yeah, to hire me right now, I'm getting $250 an hour, and I don't feel bad about it at all. It's worth what someone's willing to pay for it. If someone wants to pay $500 for 1 hour, no problem. I'll sign you up. So we're going to talk about owning your greatness a little bit. What I do to own greatness, and I went through a process. And then also that statement, that comment that so many of you are used to hearing. Money, property, prestige, sweetie. Diverting you from your primary purpose. Talk about that. And the confusion that surrounds that. And also a little Facebook hack, if you will. It's not a hack where you use it's not a hack like you're going to go in and I'm going to show you how to work Facebook better. I know a guy that does that very well. His name's John Eric. But I'm going to give you something that helped me start this business. I'm going to give you something that helped me progress or whatever that some of you all might be missing. And you might have a wonderful social media presence and business in your hands, in your mind, in your pocket right now. And maybe some of you struggle with manifesting it, actually going to do it. We'll talk about that. Make sure you follow the page, Brian Kendrick Live, James Sweezy Live, and go to my page and message me at the top right now. I'll put in #live. Come back, watch this. Or do it after the broadcast. That's all good. Oh, you shouldn't feel guilty at all, Mike says. No, I don't. I used to. Let's talk about that. Owning your greatness, right? Did you know that whenever you, especially in the recovery community, whenever you stab out and do something like this, I have friends that are doing lives now that are interventionists, recovery coaches or whatever. And for the most part, not from all of the community, but from enough that it pops up. And it doesn't bother me. Used to, it doesn't bother me anymore. We'll pop in and say, you're not supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to get paid for an intervention or coaching someone or whatever. You're not supposed to work at a treatment center, right? Because you're making money doing the recovery thing. Let me tell you this. If you need a heart transplant tomorrow, the person that's doing it's making money. A lot. And also, think about this. We get it all the time. I don't know if you all do or whatever. See, I own the greatness now. Part of being humble is to accept and acknowledge a compliment with grace. Okay? What I mean by that is when someone rolls up on you. I've had it happen in an airport. I've had it happen wherever. Someone rolls up on you and says, hey man, I love your stuff. I really appreciate you. You helped change my life or something. The initial reaction is to go, no, I'm nobody. I'm just a junkie that's doing this for fun. Or low-key hating. Jason knows what I'm talking about. Jason Duke. But they'll roll up and say, oh, you changed my life. The humble thing to do is say, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Keep it moving, right? Practicing humility, at least with me, I used to stop saying, no. I don't do nothing like that. I'm nobody. There's none of that. You know what I'm saying? Don't say that. I'm just a former crack smoker and needle junkie or whatever. And don't say that because I'm nobody special, right? Whenever they're teaching you humility in a recovery center, a recovery program, anywhere, they're teaching you humility. Yeah, we go through that. But part of being humble is to not make a big deal about it. Someone rolls up and says, I love your business. You sold me the best car on the planet and you're awesome. You go, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Then compliment them. That's being humble about it, is to accept it with grace and not make a big deal of it, right? So going on the thing of owning your greatness, okay? That's part of owning your greatness. You're worth what someone's willing to pay. If you're a phone expert, a car salesman, whatever. You're selling a piece of property. If you buy a piece of property today for 50 grand and someone offers you $1 million for it tomorrow, take it. A lot of people out here in this community would have you believe that, no, that's wrong. You only paid 50 grand for it. How could you sell it for $1 million? That's wrong, right? No, it's worth what someone's willing to pay for it, and I'll take it, right? Let's see, I'm still struggling to publish my first video. It's ready to launch, but my brain keeps beating me down. Although my brain also said I could never be sober, and then I have 2 years. That's Mark's Art Therapy. He's over on YouTube watching right now. I'm getting ready to talk about that right now, Mark. I'm glad you brought that up, and I hope I can help you with that right now. Let me go to the second part of this little three thing I got going on here. Let me go to the second part of it, which is money, property, and prestige. And that kind of plays into that too. What's up, Chris Cobb? We're live on all 5 platforms. That kind of plays into that prestige also. You're scared to post your first video? So money, property, prestige, they say. It says, divert us from our primary purpose. All right. Let me explain something to you, at least as I see it, right? That is talking about the group, the corporate part of the group as a whole. That's why you don't see, I don't think, I've never seen it, these fellowships. Let's take AA, for example. That's why they don't have a massive skyscraper with their name, Alcoholics Anonymous, on the side of it, with all this revenue generating going on, and business and office people and clerks and the mail room and the trucks driving in every direction, this massive $10 million or $20 million building that's just pumping revenue and paying salaries and buying property up. I'll give you an example of somebody that does. And I don't have anything against these people. I've only seen stuff on the internet. There's a group called Scientology, right? And they have billions of dollars. Churches everywhere, these big, massive buildings. It's a nonprofit, the way I understand it. But they have these big, massive buildings. All these people working on this stuff. And they became part of public controversy because of it. There's a whole TV show bashing them now. Right? And the way I understand it, at least as I see it, the fellowships, they don't want anything to do with that. They're not, you see, it diverts them. That right there, having a big show, a big building with your name on the side of it, and these millions of dollars worth of property all over the place, that diverts them from actually helping the still sick and suffering. They take donations, fully self-supporting through our own contributions. There's a bunch of little meetings that are fully autonomous of each other. What goes on in one meeting is nobody's business in another one unless it affects the entire group as a whole, right? So when someone explains money, property, prestige, they say that to you when you're working, you're trying to sell your business. You want to become a paid speaker. I got accused of that. It's like, oh, you're getting paid to carry the message. No. I do that for free all the time. I just don't post about it. I don't talk about it. Like, hey, look what I did for free. But if your company wants to hire me to come in and do a training, let's say a social media training. I've been asked to do that before, right? Your company wants to hire me to come in and do a 4-hour training for social media. It is $300 an hour plus flights, plus food and hotel. So after the food, the hotel, the flights, I'll be there for 4 hours and I want $1,200, $300 an hour. I'll do a 4-hour training and I'm going to do my part and give that business stuff like what I hope I'm doing for you right now. I give that business some value that they can use later on through teaching their staff maybe how to use certain apps, how to work an algorithm a little bit. I'm not the best at it. By far not the best at it. I'm doing pretty well though. If you saw my first video I ever made about wanting to be a speaker, this goes back to what Mark was just talking about. Mark's Art Therapy. Mark, I hope you're still in there. My first video was awful. I call it the worst video on the internet. Brian's saying I don't see Instagram. You can't. Instagram does not take third-party apps broadcasting to it right now. There is no Instagram. It's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. Anyway, back to Mark's Art Therapy. That fear of putting out the first video is what I made my first video about. I was sitting there. I was scared. I was scared to put out some information. I was scared to talk about. And what was I really scared of? See, I'm going right now. In a business, as a speaker or whatever, you want to establish yourself as an expert, right? I wanted to establish, all right, Mark's still there. So Mark, that first video, I hope this helps you today. I really do. I want you to do well. I want you to post that first video. I don't want you to worry about anything anybody else is going to say. My first video is trash. I call it the worst video on the internet. It's on my YouTube channel, all the way at the bottom, first video I ever posted. It's called Arguing with Myself. And the thing was, I was doing exactly what Mark's doing right now, and I was pacing back and forth, saying, nobody's going to like this, nobody's going to watch it, they're going to make fun of me, I might hurt my family or whatever. And guess what? People did make fun of me. People that I let in my house around my kids, people that I trusted, made fun of me. They tagged me and post in comments in other places, ran their mouth about me in closed groups, still talk about me to this day. And I had 0 followers when I posted that. I was working for $2.13 an hour waiting tables, but I'm not one of those people on the internet that says I only make $2.30. I averaged $20 an hour when I was doing that. But I was working at a restaurant waiting tables, right? Right now, I'm sitting here in partial control of 3 businesses. One of them I completely own, one of them and 2 of them I'm a partner. The 4th one is on the way right now because I decided to take that camera. I didn't have any editing ability or whatever. Like, I turned the camera sideways and turned it on and filmed straight. I just talked. I didn't write anything. I didn't script it or nothing. And to this day, I watch it and I kind of go, ugh. But I share it, I post it, and I want you to go look at how awful it is. I keep it on there for this reason. I keep it on there so you can see how awful it was, and then you can look and go, whoa, Sweezy didn't go to college for video editing. He doesn't have any specific degrees or specific whatever, and I'm live on 5 platforms right now with my own theme music. You know what I'm saying? You can do it too. People will admire your courage whenever you put that up. Send me the video. I'll go watch it and give you my criticism. I'll help you with it. I'll tell you apps and things to use, right? To make it better. But there's just this fear. Fear is this. Fear is afraid. Jason Duke says, go get it, Mark. I'm telling you, Mark, you better go get it now. You want to look back in 5 years and be like, dang, where would Mark's Art Therapy be right now if I had done that day I was watching that video with Sweezy? Where would that be? Where would I be now? 5 years. I'm 3 years into my video content creation career. We're building a 25,000 square foot facility not far from my house. Brian Kendrick is moving here. We're getting a studio. We're putting in green screens. We're getting computers, glass walls, and all that stuff that, like you see, I want that cool like office where we want to help coach and train other people to do exactly what I'm doing right here. That's why I walk down in here and turn this on and broadcast live on 5 platforms. I have no idea who's watching where and why. I don't have know how many viewers I have right now. I don't know. Doesn't matter. The point is, go do. Stop thinking about it. Stop over processing it and go do. That first video that I posted, go watch it. Watch me walking around in a little 2-bedroom apartment, filming, talking, no editing, with my daughter there, because I was at home with my kid that day. I filmed anyway. I didn't have to have a perfect background, a perfect shave, none of that stuff, right? Go do. Stop thinking about it. You talk yourself out of more than the world ever will. He said, I got my first video ready. I'm scared to post it, this and that, right? The moment you walk through that fear, Mark, you will start hammering. We will teach you different apps to use. We will teach you about algorithm, what I know about it. I'm not an expert. I'll show you people to follow that will help you with that type of thing. The biggest hurdle is that voice in your head that's not your voice. Someone else put that voice in your head. Think about this. As kids, we're fearless. I wrote a blog about this the other day. Grab this, snatch that, jump over this, climb that. This is mine. I'm taking it, right? That's as toddlers. What happens now when we're adults and we go, I'm not doing that. Nobody's going to like it. They're going to make fun of me. They're going to tell me no, whatever, right? That's what we do. They're going to tell me no. M2 The Rock, what up? Michael Moulton. What happened between being a toddler where everything's mine and I'm taking it right now to being an adult and you go, oh, I better not do that. They're going to make fun of me. They're going to say something bad. Someone else has programmed that voice into your head, and it's based on fear. And I'll tell you all this before I get into a little tip on how to use social media here in just a minute. It's based on fear. And what I mean by that, fear is afraid you're going to lose something you have or not get something you want. Mark has Mark's art therapy. I would venture to say that the fear is Mark's afraid that he's going to mess up Mark's art therapy if the video doesn't go over well. See, you're afraid you're going to lose something you have. Or you're afraid you're not going to get something you want. I would venture to say that Mark's afraid that he's going to post the video and not get the amount of likes, shares, comments, or reaction that he wants. Maybe somebody will make fun of you. Maybe they'll comment and say this video is trash. You smile and say, watch for me in 3 years, homie. You know what I'm saying? That fear of not getting something you want or losing something you have is something that was programmed into you. That voice telling you not to do it is not your own. That is someone else's voice. Don't listen to it. Post your video. Find out what works and what doesn't. Failure reveals direction. If I don't get comments out of my video, guess what I do? The next video, at the end of it, I go, guys, here's X, Y, Z. And then I point to the comment section. I go, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Comments will start rolling, dude. I had to learn that. I had to post a video and go, why does nobody comment on my video? Then I did some research and I learned of a thing called a call to action where you ask them to do something and you direct people. I gave a call to action at the beginning of this video. Go to my James Sweezy Live fan page, click the message button and type in #live so you never miss a broadcast. I did a call to action at the beginning of the show. Another call to action in your video at the end. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below, but here's the hit. I get a lot of comments nowadays. I go in and I try to hit 5 or 10 that I believe are meaningful and I say hi to people. When you get 600 comments, it's a different ballgame. But, hello, Jan says afternoon. Go in when you post that first video. Facebook, YouTube, you're on YouTube a lot, I noticed, Mark. But go in and post that first video, and when the people comment on it, or if they don't, make the next one say comment down below. When they do comment on it, when something's meaningful, go in and respond to them, have a conversation with them. I've grown to where I get a lot of comments and a lot of things going on now. So I don't get to all of them, but I certainly go in there and kind of create a FOMO. That's called that means fear of missing out, where it's like, okay, I'm going to comment on the first 5 or 10 comments, then I have to go get to my job, my kids, my next piece of content, whatever. And at night, Eric says video stopped, at least on my end. That's probably why the viewing's dropping off. We'll find out what happened there. Thank you for telling me that, Eric. Is it frozen up for everyone else? We do recover. You're a beacon of light. I appreciate you, Eric Young. So grateful I went through, yep, Mayfield a year ago. Yeah, I remember. It's a pleasure to meet you. So somebody let me know in the comments. Okay, Carrie says no, it's not frozen. Not freezing. Okay, it could just be something on Eric's end. That's all right. I appreciate you telling me, though. Brittany says I got kicked out. Hey, we're trying new stuff, though. It's fine here, Anthony says. Arlene, I think it says no. Still working on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys. Hey, it's going to happen. It could be a bandwidth issue. I'm broadcasting to 5 different platforms right now. There's not supposed to be a bandwidth issue. I turned the volume up on it a little bit. So it could choke out at times when I play music or whatever. I don't know. But guess what? If it crashes right now, I'm not going to have that fear of, oh my God, all those people are going to unfollow me now. No, I'm going to go in and adjust the bandwidth and walk back over and hit the live button again and just start talking to you all. Now think about this. Here's your Facebook hack / tip, whatever. Using social media, it doesn't even have to be your business. It can be your job. And let me give you an example. Car salesman, phone salesman, whatever, right? Elaine and I went and bought a Pathfinder. We love our Pathfinder. It has TVs in the headrest. We thought that was cool. Has the screen in the middle with the buttons on it and all that type of stuff. And we like, this looks great. We asked the guy there, said, how do you work the navigation? He goes, oh, I don't know. Don't know. We were like, all right. We bought it anyway. And come to find out, the year of Pathfinder that we bought doesn't actually have navigation in it. They switched it for 1 year. It does not have navigation in the dash. Cool, because we have our phones, whatever. But he didn't know that. See, he did not establish himself to me as an expert. I won't buy another car from that guy. Nice guy, not getting another car from him because I need to know these things, right? Take this right here. just say, for example, whatever jobs you all work at, wherever you work right now, think about it. Now, it could be different if you work in a factory or whatever, but if you want to progress at it, move up the line, move into marketing, do what I do, think about this. I used to sell phones. Okay, I worked at T-Mobile. I was the guy in the middle of the mall. I did very well with it. I also sold Zag and Visible Shield products in the middle of the mall. I did well because I am perfectly fine with rolling up on someone and be like, excuse me, come here, can I talk to you? And just start yakking, right? But take those shots, throw the darts at the dartboard, just don't talk about it. That's it. So let's say you're a phone salesman like I was. Think about this. I walked into the T-Mobile, I walked into the Verizon store. I got this brand new iPhone here. Verizon store. The guy in there was very knowledgeable about it. And I was even talking to him. He said he wanted to start using videos to promote himself. And I said, dude, think about this. Whatever business you all work in, I don't care what it is, establish yourself as an expert. Here's my thing. You go to any local phone store right now, T-Mobile, Verizon, walk in and ask the person, which phone do you like best? They'll pick one. I like iPhone, right? I like iPhone because this got a better camera on it, or this Android's got a better audio player on it, whatever it is, right? You can hold more info on this one, really. Go in there. I venture to say, not one of those people in that phone store, I don't care where you live, walk in right now, none of them, they'll stand in the phone store and wait on people to walk in. Or if they're in the mall, they'll stand there and wait on someone to walk up and ask if they can buy a phone, right? That's what people do. I'm going to stand here next to the phone display, and if someone asks me to buy a phone, I'll help them with it. No. How many? Ask those people. Guarantee the answer is probably going to be 0, 98% of the time. How many of them went live today? Took out their phone. You can go live and broadcast your own TV channel right from your pocket, anywhere you're standing. Prop their phone up, hit the live button to all their friends. I'm not even talking about a fan page. Your friends on your personal page, and hold up 2 phones and say, guys, this is the Android. Here's all the new features. Here's the iPhone, and here's all the new features. Here's why I like this one better than this one. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like the iPhone has this, it has that. You can do this. Here's a new feature that it has this on this model that it doesn't have on the old one. That's why you should upgrade right now. Or here's this Android over here that does this and the iPhone doesn't do it. So maybe for videos and all that, for your purpose, it's better for iPhone. And if you're an telegraphing office geek and you like appointments and schedules and being plugged in, whatever, maybe you want the Android. And break it all the way down on live, right? Those phone salesmen that are standing in that store waiting on the person to walk up will have people kicking their inbox in. Hey, dude, my phone's a POS, right? What do I do? Blah, blah, blah. Your friend's mother's going to message you. Your neighbor down the street. Your buddy you haven't seen in 6 months can be like, dude, I broke my iPhone. I need a new one. What was that Android thing you had? Or what was the new iPhone you were talking about? Your messages will start going off. Maybe you don't get a sale out of it. Maybe you get one. Maybe one person drives to the mall and see you. But guess what? That one person, you service them properly and you've established yourself as an expert, they will buy all of their phones from you for the rest of their life. As long as you're selling phones, they will buy them from you. Am I making sense? Same thing with Mark's Art Therapy, right? My guy that's afraid to post that video. I don't know what the nature of your business is. Mark's Art Therapy tells me to do art therapy, but I don't know what that means. Does that mean they paint the paintings? You teach them how to do it online or whatever? Or is it art as in art can be a number of things. It could be music. It could be photography, whatever. Are you going live and using your page to give value and solve problems for the person that's watching? Solve their problems, whatever that is. If it's a photography, art type of thing, you should be a master and a genius of the different types of cameras and all that stuff, right? And if you broadcast that, it doesn't have to be edited. There's 2 types of content, native and produced. You're looking at native right now, actually, because there's no editing going on. There's no logos on the screen. Well, kind of produced. I got music. I got my own little, like that. So, yeah, I guess this is produced. It's on 5 platforms. But many of you guys that know me know I do a lot of my filming and all that stuff from my backyard. I have an app that I use. And I film one clip, I film another one, I hit the button, it sews them all together, and I post it to the internet. And I do rally calls, I ask people to message me, and I try to establish myself as an expert in something. So whatever your job is, are you a landscaper? Do you go live every day and tell people why certain types of plants, certain types of bushes, or certain types of trees might suit their needs, might soak up more water out of the ground, or block drainage that's coming into their yard? You can use this type of block with this type of rock and put this pipe in it with these plants on the top, and that water won't run into your yard anymore. And show it to them. Then the person whose backyard's been flooding is going to go, I need that guy, and they'll message you. So I don't know. I'm not saying anyone else is doing anything wrong. What I'm getting at is, once I learned that, it's a game changer. And once I got over the fear that I'm going to lose something I have or not get something I want, and I said, you know what? Elena's on my side. My kids are on my side. Who cares what anybody else says? And started pumping those videos and blasting to the internet. Well, now I've got over 30 million views on the internet, building a new facility. Part owner of two companies, 100% owner of one, that all work together, right? So it's like one mesh. I can do it all from right here. And yeah, I barely made it out of high school. So just putting that out there. Clips on the iPhone is free and an awesome video app. There you go. Jason's throwing it out there. I saw one of Jason's, he's got a page called Jason Priggy. He told me how to say it yesterday, and I'm horrible about that, dude. Don't ask me to pronounce anything. But he's commenting right there. Prigge. Jason Priggy Speaks, I believe. Jason Priggy Speaks is his speaker page. He's trying to be doing his thing. I watched one of his videos. He's doing his thing, and he's educating people. Here's some information that I'm giving to you that hopefully you can use today or later this week that will help make your life better. So I hope I did that for you guys today. Don't be afraid, Mark. Post it. As soon as you finish right here with me, post it. And don't be afraid. Guys, don't forget, right after this broadcast, go over to my fan page, James Sweezy Live. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope y'all could hear me while that was going on. Go over to my page, James Sweezy Live. Click the message button and type in hashtag live. LiveBot will subscribe you to our broadcast, and Brian Kendrick and I go live with Digital Influence Live. More of what you saw here today, this Thursday and every Thursday, unless we're traveling or somebody's out of town, at 7 p.m. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope you go out and grab whatever it is that's been scaring you, whatever it is that you're scared to do, to start that business, post that video, live that dream. Go do it right now and don't look back. Where's the stop button on this new thing? There it is. Later, guys.